All right, guys, welcome back to Countdown to Star with Coach Ward. Right now, we're still on Series 1. We're on page number 6, question number 4. So we're right here at the end. Let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. It says a whale descends below the surface of the ocean in search for food. A researcher recorded the whale's depth as a function of time and represented it on the graph below. So it says, which statement best describes the situation? So if you notice something here, it just asks you a general question about what's going on. So what you're going to have to do is kind of interpret based off of what's giving on each axis, what's going on, each axis on what's going on. So if you look at the x-axis here, it says that the whales dive in minutes. So that's how much time is being taken when the whale is actually looking for this food. Here is how far below the surface he's going. Because remember, if he's going below the surface, how's that positive? Unless we're talking about the depth that he is gaining or the distance that he's gaining. Other than that, depth means I'm going further and further from the surface. So that's going to be a negative number. So good news for us is as you look at your answer choices, all of your answers are negative. The issue is now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out pretty much the rate of change, okay? Because it's telling you, well, what is it changing its depth by? Changing its depth by. And it gives you a rate in which it's changing by per minute, so many feet per minute. So what I'm going to have to do here is just looking for the slope. I'm going to first, in order to find the slope, I'm going to pick 2 points. So I'm going to use this first point here, starting at 0, 0. That's pretty much the easiest point to use because it's directly going through the middle of something. And then I'm also going to come out here. This point also goes through key through the middle. So what I'm going to do now is after I've selected those 2 points, I'm going to conduct what we call rise over run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rise up. And remember, I'm going from left to right because it's just like I'm reading. It's not as, oh, I got to go up or down or left or right. It's you go rise over run based off of how you read, just like you would in English. So I can't rise up from this point, but I can drop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop. So how far am I going to drop? So from 0, so I'm going to drop -6. Okay. I'm going to drop -6. And then I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what that says is I'm not going 6 over 5. That's not what's happening. Look at what your X variable is as you're counting. So it says I'm counting by 5s. So that means instead of it being 5, I'm going to be moving over by 25. All right. So now, as we're taking a look at this, the next thing that we want to say is, okay, well, because we want to do that, I'm dropping at 6. And remember, this isn't just 6 numbers. This is 6,000. So we want to make sure because we're in thousands of feet over here. So if I do rise over run, I'm going to do -6,000 over 25. So once I come out here to Mr. Calculator, I'm going to put that exactly as I see it. So alpha, hit my X button, -6,000 over 25. Enter. So it says -240. And lo and behold, our answer is letter J. So that's just setting up a ratio of the rate of change, setting up the slope, and then putting it in the calculator and solving that ratio. So again, hope you guys find this helpful. You can do this on any graph. Just make sure you pick 2 points, rise over run, and then you should be able to simplify it down to its simplest form. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.